Hello and welcome to another episode of Mic Drop, the weekly video series where we discuss online marketing as it pertains to small businesses and franchises. I'm Mike Peters, Online Media Director here at J. Miller Marketing, 16-year industry veteran, and your host for today's episode. Today's topic: 2019 predictions for paid search. Yes, that's right. We're already in December and we're about to say goodbye to 2018 and hello to 2019. And as anybody who's in the industry knows, I'm practically required by law to give you, my viewing audience, my predictions for paid search in 2019. Since it is an itemized list, that means the note cards are back, so I will be flinging them directly at you. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's see what I think is going to happen in 2019. First off, goodbye keywords. If you follow the industry at all, you've seen Google make several moves trying to get advertisers away from thinking about their paid search as keyword driven. First off, there was the advent of Google Express ads, the bane of my existence. Basically, you just a small business could go into Google Express, give them their URL. They would figure out all the keywords that they would run on. You could put together an ad. Now they can put together their own ad. And so the keyword was taken out of the equation completely. They just read your website and they figure out what you were about and what keywords were relevant. So they had that. Then after that came dynamic search campaigns. So a dynamic search campaign takes it out of AdWords Express and into Google Ads itself. And so now we can just give it the URL in our Google Ad account, and they will figure out all the keywords. We had a lot more control over terms of targeting and in terms of the audiences and the geographies and what our ads would say, but still there was no keyword involved. They were figuring it all out based off our URL. And then probably the biggest thing that happened this year was that Google took their exact match and basically made it not exact anymore. Exact match was great because you could tell Google, I only want to show up for these specific keywords. This term, if they're just searching J. Miller Marketing, I just want to show up. If they search for J. Miller Marketing reviews, I would not search up because it was not in my exact keyword. But now they've kind of taken away that exactness, and now they're going to match you on synonyms, things that are closely related to your exact match keyword, plurals, misspellings. And so what's happening is that complete control we had over keywords has gone away, and now Google is saying we know best, we know the keywords, we know what users are searching for, what they mean by that, and we know how that would pertain and how your business would solve that problem. And so they're taking away, as I see them take away controls, like they're taking away the controls on keywords, historically that has mean that eventually that's going to go away altogether. And so in 2019, I predict if we do not lose keywords altogether, they're going to continue to make moves to get us away from keywords, and eventually we will no longer bid on keywords in paid search, which will be crazy because ever since I got out of college, that's kind of been what it's been about, and they're going to get away from that. So there you go. Goodbye keywords. Whew. Number 2, speaking of keywords, excuse me, voice search. Big buzzwords this year: voice search, voice search, voice search. I predict voice search will not become a thing in 2019. I think users, consumers still have to get comfortable about talking to their devices. The Google Homes and the Echo Dots, they're helping us talk, but people are not yet comfortable using that for everything. It's certainly not a retail something that you're going to go buy. Nobody is comfortable with just saying, okay, Google, I'd like to buy a pair of shoes, and then just doing the entire transaction with their voice. They're not comfortable with it yet, and I don't think they're going to get comfortable with it in 2019. I think Google Dot and or Google Home and Alexa Dot, those, or the Alexa Echo, so many voice search, voice-based products in my house, but they're going to help transition us there. But it's still going to take longer than a year. And so people will use it certainly more than they do right now, but it's not going to be a significant share of the search market yet. People are still going to be texting in things, and they're still going to, or typing in things, and they're still going to be based off of that versus relying fully on their voice. But eventually it will happen. Eventually we'll get to the point where we're just talking to our computers and expecting it to do everything for us. Why? Why, you may ask? AI. AI is going to help us get there. And that leads me to prediction number 3. The year of AI almost happens. So if you are familiar with kind of trends, digital trends, probably around 2010 they started talking about this is the year of mobile. The year of mobile. Everybody's going to go mobile crazy. And I think for the next 5 or 6 years they called it the year of mobile, and it didn't actually become the year of mobile till about 2016, when finally mobile traffic eclipsed desktop traffic, and ever since then it's been a mobile-centric world. And so people are starting to predict that yes, we're going to get into so much AI. It's AI. They're going to start calling it the year of AI, but I don't think AI is quite there yet. I think there's a lot of potential for AI, and that's why people want to call it the year of AI, but it's not enough there. We still need that human oversight on the AI before we turn it loose. The Googles and Facebook of the world, they're certainly trying to push AI to us. Over the past year, we've had lots of stuff added. We have smart bidding, which is all AI-powered bidding. You have smart campaigns starting to come out now, where basically you just tell Google what you're trying to accomplish, and it's going to decide everything for you. Then we have responsive search ads now, so you're just giving Google a bunch of text to place new ad, and then their AI is taking that text and creating an ad for you. They're automatically adding ads to your account unless you opt out, and so they're doing a lot with their AI to start getting us using it, but I don't think it's to the point where it can be used reliably. I have not seen many studies done where you implement these AI-driven stuff in paid search and it yields better results. Still having that human touch still leads to a lower cost per conversion, higher conversion rates. The AI will get there, but it is not yet going to get there, and it's not going to get there in 2019. So pay attention to AI, but do not completely make the shift to AI, because it's not quite ready for prime time. Maybe 2020 will be the year of AI, but not 2019. Oh, that was a bad one. Speaking of search ads and the responsive search ads that are AI powered, those kind of came in right after Google gave us expanded search ads, which gave us 3 headlines and 2 description lines. It was a crazy increase in the amount of real estate that we could have in the paid search space. And I'm predicting in 2019 that these young expanded text ads that we just got will be sunset by Google, and they will tell us to use responsive search ads completely. All of those ones where we give them like 10 headlines and 5 description lines. These are what Google's going to want us to do. Why, you may ask? Because it's all about the data. It's trying to get us to that AI, the year of AI. They're trying to get us there, and the faster they can get us, the way they can get us there faster is by us giving them more data for their AIs to process and learn from. And so how do you get the most data? You move from expanded text ads to these responsive search ads, where we have excuse me, 3 to 4 times more text for the AIs to parse and figure out. And so they will sunset expanded ads almost as soon as they started them. We'll probably get to use them into 2020, but I think they'll be gone. They will be sunset this year and then taken away forever in 2020. So there you go, expanded search ads. And finally, Google beacons become a thing in 2019. Tons of clients have come to us and they're like, I just got this weird box from Google and it's a beacon and it says I should put it in my store. What the heck am I supposed to do with it? And I get so excited because I think there's a lot of potential for beacon, but there's literally nothing it does right now. You just set it up in your store and it sits there. And that's cool, right? No, it's not cool at all. But I think in 2019, Google is going to start adding functionality to the beacons. And the things that I'm the most excited about is that the reason our clients are getting these beacons is they're sending them out to people who are running in Google Ads that are meeting or beating expectations, beating their benchmarks, having great paid search, great display, great YouTube ads. They're sending them to their best Google Ads advertisers. And why would they be doing that? Because they're going to start linking this Google Ads stuff, these ad exposures, to what the beacon is seeing in their store. So I think finally, after years of trying, that the in-store conversion is finally going to be available to the local business. excuse me, previously, Google has tracked in-store visits for quite some time now, but they needed a huge amount of data to do this. You needed like literally 1 million or more clicks a month to enable this data in Google. And you know, a local store that has, you know, maybe 500 clicks a month never could get there. But I think getting a beacon into your store, running Google paid search, you're going to now be able to marry the two. And so Google's going to see a user click on your paid search ad, and then it's going to log them via the beacon in your store. And it's going to say, hey, this person who just pinged the beacon has also saw a paid search ad yesterday. And it's going to be able to allow us to show conversions. And I love that because it makes my job easier, because I can now explain directly the value of what we're doing here in the paid search space. So I am very hopeful that the beacons become a lot more useful in 2019. So that wraps up the 2019 paid search predictions. Please come back next week. I'll be covering my 2019 social media predictions. So that will give you an insight into the future of Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. So please come back for that. If you have any questions, if you have your own predictions for 2019, please put them in the comments below. Otherwise, consider this mic dropped.